Hey everybody, Gears here, and this is an accumulation of projects video. Where everything is, what's going on, what the deadlines are, and yeah, it's a good mix. Not everything quite here is represented, but pretty close, and I guess we'll start clockwise over with this guy, which I'm hoping that, first of all, the priority is that one right there. So should I have enough gel coat on hand, I will be making a mold of this so that I can create fiberglass shells. I already have a version of this from which more styrene can be popped if there was a machine, a vacuform machine that could handle it, but they aren't too common. Next up, over here, the wing for the car. Nose cones and spikes are not pictured. This thing is totally on hold. I have not actually looked at it in weeks at this point. There are a couple things I still have to do. There's a big gouge here that happened, unfortunately, that is partially filled in, but now I got to fill it in more and finish it off. I introduced a little damage in doing that, apparently. Then there's one little gap right there that I need to do. Then finally with this thing is that this is going to remain a prototype master until that thing is installed on the car. Once that is installed and I have the final version of the pedestal in place, then I will shape this to that so it fits perfectly at the correct angle and everything. Until then, that is the priority. Next on the list is this traffic cone here. There's always been bad reference as to what's really going on. Are there panel lines? Are there not panel lines? It's a little fix I got to do right there. I had one of them, I had two of them. One of them, I forget now. You'd have to go back through the videos on this one. But regardless, it was a good one. It was right there. I filled it in, made it look great, and then realized I wanted it back. So there's no way to do that, so I added this styrene sheet strip down here, and I added one up here. Now I'm just balancing off this top. It looks weird, but that is in fact the correct height where the triangles meet is right down in here. So other than that, this is a third tier priority. If there's gel coat after this and gel coat after that, then any of it will be going to this thing so I can get a mold of it and make a few for myself so I can paint them, because I really want to try some different color variations with them. Over here, this guy. Several passes, the last video I posted would have covered what was going on. There's a little bit of last glazing putty I got to put down in here. The entire surface is sanded down to 600 grit. All of here, I got to give this a last cleaning out. This is ready to go, and this is going to be first. There's going to be a silicone mold in here, but the rest of it is going to be a hard shell jacket. Just the fiberglass, no silicone at all. So it's going to be a process. You got the one piece of the mold here and then split down the middle for the rest of it for a 3-piece mold total. Coming over to this guy. I don't want to mess with the shocks there, but essentially this underside I just need to clean it off. Otherwise it leads over to this in here. The car itself, where I'm getting it slowly cleaned and ready for the repaint. So these guys right here, you can see there's two sets, $10 Harbor Freight. This is my very last purchase to make that engine look good. Let's go back to the engine now. I'm gonna have to move the car around. This is a bit tight, but for the moment, what's going on here? These two wells, that one and that one over there, have been cleaned. That one has not been gone over with a brush, but this one has. I got to clean up in there against the walls, clean over here, and then my buddy Guy Vardaman over at Guy's Workshop, a fellow R2 builder and old-time Star Trek guy, he suggested that I wax all this right now before I put stuff back in. or even put the hood back on, so that'll make cleaning easier later should it ever be done. And it'll help protect the surface. So yeah, definitely I will be doing that. I gotta stop by one of the shops and get some turtle wax or something. But with those wire brushes and the engine, here's what I'm talking about. All of that over there was done with wire brushes. Looks like I still have to do some more and a little bit there. All of this over here, and then this was done with a nylon brush on my normal drill. And it was big, it was clunky, and it was slower. So while it had the benefit of not throwing little sharp needles everywhere, it just couldn't get any details. So wire brushes, I'll be able to get underneath the strut bar there a little better, get all details in there cleaned up a little nicer, and yeah, it's gonna look really nice when I'm done. I'm really happy about that. I wouldn't have ever thought that cleaning out an engine bay or a car like this would be such, I don't know, fun, I guess would be the word, but spark such enthusiasm and happiness for what the end result is going to be, because it's going to be not quite showroom new, but pretty close. As to the last of it here, both of the door jambs still need to be cleaned out. I had previously pulled the rugs and I kind of cleaned everything up pretty good. That was what tipped me off to how filthy this whole car was when I pulled all the interior paneling off and saw the soot. It was bad. Even worse in some ways than it has been out here. But yeah, down in there, both sides, underneath here has been cleaned out. I think there was a previous recent video about that and how this all went. Yeah, I'm definitely really happy about that. I even took some time and cleaned off the mufflers there. It's amazing how the chrome popped through. I started to clean the insides of the exhaust pipe, but that's just pure black soot is all that is. And it would be that way again in mere moments, I'm sure. What's this? It looks like that's some primer exposed there, maybe? Definitely damage from taking the bumper on and off. I'm sure the U-Haul guys did a little of that. And I never have, but the original damage to the car, this had, according to Carfax at least, a minor back end, and that could have been part of the damage that happened. But otherwise I haven't noticed anything out of place, so there was no structural damage apparently. If that's the worst of it, then that's all good. Cleaned out all down in there, even behind the bumper and underneath it. Very nice. Let's see how bad that is. Not so great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this all back together, but I still have things to take apart, such as this entire door, transfer the guts to a different door. And on the other door, I have to pull the handle off and the mirror. It hasn't had a battery in it in weeks. Nice. So yeah, that's where it's all at right now, I guess. So I got to pop this entire door panel off. There's a trick behind there, and then down in here have to pull out the speaker, get rid of that door hinge for when I replace it with the vertical door, pull off the mirror, which comes off from that guy there, and then sneak down in there and pull out the door handle. I don't know what to do about these guys. I suppose this one looks pretty good. I think the other one might be a little crappy looking. Maybe I can get some better shine on that or something. We'll see. Yeah, difference between this yellow and that yellow right there. Big time. Real big time. So this is getting to be a long one, so thanks for sticking through it, and thanks for watching. See ya. And I totally blanked out. The dome has been sitting ready for a long time. Next up, that's getting the Alclad Gloss Black, Chrome, and then the color is final to be determined. Over here, the pedestal is ready for a while. It's got 3 coats of wax, so it's sitting in a garbage bag protecting the surface. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.